Well, technically, Rogue isn't an OG X-Men now.
Well, actually.
Well, actually, she
Oh,
was just an OG in the '90s comic.
I meant she's in one of those she's in X-Men versus Street Fighter.
She is.
And Marvel versus Capcom too.
Yeah. Goddamn, give my Rogue with that Cajun accent. That southern accent. Oh! That was my fucking waifu for decades. 94 Rogue X-Men. Oh, Gambit! I forgot about Gambit. Oh. Give me my Cajun Sexo Man. Nick Fury, Nightcrawler, obviously. I feel like I skipped over. I haven't seen Beast. I think I skipped over Beast. Beast. You got Sentinel. They could do an Ultron. That'd be pretty interesting. Iron Fist, yeah. Or any of the heroes for hire. Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. Iron Fist is a heroes for hire. Daredevil, I think, is a heroes for hire. Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, I was thinking Scarlet Witch.
I see Ella typing. I'm on the copium that he's gonna say he can come.
Keep inhaling, it's gonna be a rejection. Punisher, obviously. If they put Punisher in the game, I will not be shocked in any way.
It is indeed a rejection.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
I knew it. I was like, only one person replied, which means it's gonna be a rejection.
Is the 1 week where his like plans didn't fall through.
Punisher's boring? I think Arc could make him
he's
work.
pretty normal, but
just give him the happy chaos take. Like, think of Punisher, but happy chaos, alright? And then wait for Evo finals. Actually, I think the Evo Japan had, like, what was it? Was it 5 happy chaos in the finals? Like, at the final 8? Top 8. Wait, who won Japan Evo? Was it Ichi? Guitar Girl? I don't remember.
Evo Japan?
Yeah, Evo Japan for Guilty Gear Strive. Was it? Is her name Ichi?
Did
who?
Yeah, Daru. It was Daru.
Daru won.
Yeah, the goat on Eno.
On Eno, I was thinking Ichi. It's Ito. I was like, I know it starts with an I.
Yeah, he's the Eno loyalist for like all the Guilty he's played.
Shuma's in the game, Kursiki. We've already seen him. He's just chilling on the roof. You see his tentacles and shit, and he's just chilling on the roof. And I believe it's Hell's Kitchen, because Daredevil's in the window with his stick. Quicksilver. Wait, Radioactive Man?
That's a hero?
It's Marvel's? I think it's villain, to be honest, if I'm looking at it. Cause it's like Immortal Thor, Black Panther, Deadpool, and the Mercs for money. The Mercs for money. Oh, that's funny. I thought it was a Simpsons joke, to be honest. Look out, radioactive man! She-Hulk. But who's Rick Jones? Damn, okay. Oh, Ronan? Ronan is Hawkeye, right? Yeah. Or is it Hawkeye's daughter? I don't remember. God damn it. I gotta study up my Marvel lore again. Ooh, Silver Sable. I completely forgot she existed. That'd be a Silver Sable be. If they did Silver Sable, that'd be a hell of a fucking pull. Ooh, Cloak and Dagger could be really fun. Sunspot could also be fun.
I guess I
Every
could have
time I
actually
think of a
gotten
character.
spaghetti.
You got spaghetti?
I didn't think I'd have time for heating up and eating spaghetti, but I was
I
incorrect.
think it looks like Dragon Ball Fighters.
It's nothing like Dragon Ball.
It doesn't look like it at all to me.
It's an entirely different game.
I mean, besides
That reminds me of the Marvel
tags.
Capcom game.
Yeah. Same devs. Yeah. And it's also 4v4 tag, or fighters is only 3.
I mean,
They have a new system in play where, from the sounds of it, until we actually see it, this is my understanding, is you can either have one main leader, and then you can have 3 assists, and you don't have to learn the other characters, or you could just have 4 characters and learn 4 characters, and swap them in and out. But if you're the leader, I think it's going to be like a shared health bar. So you have essentially 4 health bars.
That would be nice. Yo, fucking boss.
So you don't have to learn 4 characters, because learning 4 characters is a lot. I only have room to learn 1 and 1/3 of a character. That's all I got in my brain. Kind of like Skullgirls, yes. That was my understanding. Is it's kind of like Skullgirls system. But until we see like actually more on it, I don't know. But based on what they said, that was my takeaway. Yeah. I do like that Justin Wong posted a video on Twitter of him going up to his daughter. He's like, "Honey, I'm gonna have to leave you." there's Marvel. Marvel's back. And she's like, no, no. Like, but Marvel. Dust it off. He's like, Justice coming back to Evo, dude. He's got to win that 10th championship. Do some cross type. Oh, it's just I'm so curious at what the fuck they're going to do, like game mechanic wise.
I mean, I already see the active tag from when they had that in DB tag.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? They might they might do the cross tag shit. And that was like super degenerate. I don't know if you knew how it worked.
No, I only played a little bit, so I didn't really fully understand it.
It was like, okay, so you could call the tag person to come do their attack, right? But then you could activate it so that they wouldn't go away, and you could keep making them do more attacks, and you could switch to them at any point.
So that was like fighters, though, right?
Fighters did not have that. No. The tag would not go away. It would stay on screen, and you could switch and make them attack. So you could do cross-ups like instantly.
Oh, was that no? Did Marvel vs. Capcom do that too? No, I could swear another game did that. Maybe I just. Yeah,
I don't know.
There was. You saw it in the trailer. There was a wall break. Yeah.
Well, we didn't actually see it because we don't know if it's like.
No, we
another
do.
Marvel vs. Capcom game also had transitions like that, but it didn't. It wasn't like during the round, so we don't really know for sure.
Oh, I guess technically you're right. We didn't see like the wall break. They did just get thrown, and then there was a reset. Like they went to a different screen, and there was a reset.
Because even Dragon Ball did that, right? When you killed someone, and then you transition screens, and then they fly over there and start fighting.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm not totally sure, but I mean, maybe. Not a lot of people like wall breaks, though. I don't mind it, honestly, but
I mean, I don't know. I'm indifferent when I sit down and think about it.
have you actually played Strive?
No, but I've watched a
Oh.
lot of Strive. I watch a lot of Strive,
Do you-
tournaments
do you know
and
the
stuff.
feel?
No.
It's interesting. You have to get used to it. Having the game just set to neutral like that is it takes some getting used to. It's the only game to do it. Any other game you get in the corner and just die. That includes Street Fighter.
But there are ways to get out of the corner in Street Fighter and stuff.
Don't worry, a single combo pushes you to the corner in Street Fighter now anyway. So.
Okay, well, while we wait, I need to open up something. I need to install my ZZZ update file. I've had it preloaded for like 5 days. I wanna see if I could. I wanna see if I can pull yet. Cause I logged in 15 minutes. It's like it's going until like 6 o'clock, or I don't know. There's at 6 UTC. I don't know. Time zone shenanigans. Oh, there's a terms of agreement update. Okay. It's a. What does that mean? Okay, so it's tomorrow. Got it. 11. What's you? What is UTC plus 8? Oh, I hate time zone. Oh. UTC 11. UTC plus 8 to EST. Okay, I don't care. Okay. Sure. Okay, this doesn't help me because this is 10:30 p.m. my 6:33 p.m. my time. What? That's an oddly specific number. I don't think that's right. So like 11 o'clock tonight? Or 11 o'clock tomorrow? Because like 11 o'clock UTC for them, like that would be literally 11, like around 11 p.m. because they get 6 before us. They're a day ahead of us. Why can't they just make it simple? Put it in my time zone. Just put in a line of code that says swap to region time zone. Or just America. Like California. I'll even take West Coast. I could do West Coast, just I can't do UTC plus 8. Alright. Plan B. When does ZZZ maint end? Alright, start and end. Time left until maintenance starts is 24 hours. That's when it starts. What? 3 p.m. Maintenance times. Oh, okay, so 11 p.m. June 6th at 11 p.m. So is that what that means? Is today June 6th? Today June 5th. Okay, because Team 8 has server maintenance guide and it says that time left until maintenance starts 23 hours 23 minutes. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I just want the new character so fucking bad. You don't even know. I might drop money. Alright, team. Well, I already got Asher, yeah, so I'm just like, already got the character and her weapon. I can now just focus everything on one. I've had her for a while. Nice. Also, I deleted Woowa. I did 40 for Hugo, didn't get Hugo, and then I'm just like, fuck it, I'll just save it for the next character. Yeah. I wasn't too much. That was me and Trigger. I was pulling and I got her when I had 7 pulls till pity. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Trigger was possibly the hardest pull I've ever had in my life in all of Gacha. the desire sensor was eating my ass. It was like, oh, you really want trigger? You really want trigger? Nah, not this time. Nope. Oh, you really want her? Nope. If I lost the 70, I believe it was 75 25 characters. No, it's 50-50 characters, 75 for the weapon, I think. Oh, I can't remember. I probably would have offed myself though. I was just like, fuck it, man. I don't want to play the game. Yeah. Because people will be willing to spend more. It is true though. More spend more. Like, oh, I can get the guaranteed weapon on drop if I pull it. I'll spend it. But it's like when people get close, and they don't get it. Yeah, but the characters aren't. Is it any good? Nope. Gotcha. And I'm out. Anytime I hear PvP and gacha, it's an immediate turn off because I'm just like, it's literally gonna be pay to win.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. PvP has never been done well in anything where you can pay for an advantage. It only cripples the PvP. You have to find a way to nerf everyone and put them on an even playing field. But then that makes it boring. Well, it is called AFK Journey. I said, well, it is called AFK Journey. I would assume there would be RG involved. Okay. Yeah. PlayStation just hates me. Like, official news. Log in to get your 5-star, get an S rank agent. Yijuan is coming out for ZZZ, and I'm like, but I can't. You liar. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Astra will probably give you a bigger benefit than anyone because Astra is like shorekeeper, where she can fit on literally any team and buff their damage. Also, she's the only healer in the game. Do with that what you will. And she's really easy to build. You just go all attack and energy regen on one thing. And then if you're feeling spicy, add some crit rate on her. Sure. I think my Astra's at like 4,000 attack or 4,200 attack. And then you get, I think it's like 50% of that onto whatever character you pull in to her thing. She's just so good. Astra's just so good.
Yeah. I should probably be smart and pull for her instead because who knows when she's gonna get rerun again.
Yeah, I'm just she got re-ramped before Miyabi, but it does make sense.
I probably
Because
should have
a lot
pulled
of
on
people-
lighter instead of Hugo for the same reason, but I can't say no to the scythe.
I didn't pull on lighter. Well, I did. I put 10. I didn't get him. I was like, alright. But I'm only like 50 away from my guaranteed S rank, so I'm feeling good. That's the one thing I like about ZZZ is like you can see how many pulls you are to your next S rank. You're guaranteed.
I don't understand why Hoyo doesn't do that for HSR and Genshin because they do it in both Honkai Impact 3rd and ZZZ.
Gotta guesstimate off their shit fucking list. You gotta scroll through and count. And you're like, come on,
Yeah.
just tell me. Why is this hard?
I think it
'Cause I
was
love it,
Charlie's
'cause it's
brain
just-
I broke one day when I was playing Genshin and I was trying to see where my pity was at. And it just never clicked for me that there was like 5 items per page. So I was sitting there going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, next page 6, 7, 8, 9.
I hated doing that Honkai where I was just like, brother, what's my pity at? And I just open it up like, okay, I guess I'm close. I don't know. I lost track.
Speaking of gacha games, Wuwa and Hoyo are both at the Summer Games Fest tomorrow, aren't they?
Yes.
I wonder what they're
They're
going to
gonna,
announce.
well, obviously, Hoyo's gonna be there. They gotta promote ZZZ's 2.0, right? This is their new story arc, the next big step in the game.
I'm also
They're
wondering
gonna
if they're
collab.
going to give us a better preview of the Honkai Pokemon game.
Wait, really?
I'm-
That's-
Actually intrigued by that, because if it looks decent, I'll probably play it, because I love Pokemon. I
do
love Digimon,
too, yeah.
And I just love monster anything where I can, like,
It would be interesting.
do monster taming of any sort.
Look, I was not expecting that one day to wake up and see a fucking video of Kiana and Blade having a Pokemon battle. I was
What?
like, yeah, let me see if I can find the teaser. Like, I lost my shit.
But I will say, though, the Yijuan trailer versus Miyabi is fucking fire.
Oh yeah, it's
That
so
shit
good.
got me so hyped. I was like, this is a movie. Why isn't this a movie? You could make a full fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
Right? Like, what are
If
they
they-
cooking?
What are they cooking with that? I actually want to look into the fact they had Blade on that with his. Oh my god! I need this. I need to see what this is. What are they cooking? What are you cooking, y'all?
And it's funny too because like no one was expecting that because we've all been waiting for news for the fucking Animal Crossing like that Hoey is working on.
Yeah, I'll be avoiding that like the plague.
I'm just fascinated by the concept. I want to know how they're going to, you know, rip money from people's wallets in a game of that design.
By putting you into actual fucking debt.
I want to know if they're going to make people like gacha, you know, like their villagers. Because it'd be really funny to see like the Raymond situation, but with like people swiping.
You know how they do it? Here's how they do it, Arden. Your neighbor comes over, they borrow an item from you, they never fucking return it, you gotta buy a new one. That's how they're gonna fucking keep taking money from.
So true.
And it was like, I'll just borrow for a couple days, and then it's been 2 months, and never see it again. I'm curious how they're gonna do the Pokemon thing. Am I gonna have to roll for Pokemon? Like, is that what am I gonna have
roll
to
for
do?
Pokemon is crazy.
Can I just not catch them?
Yeah, can we just catch it? I gotta take the chance of that.
Yeah, I really want to know how that game's gonna work because, like, and I also want to know if they're trying to compete with Azure Primelia because I know Azure Primelia is like some very Pokemon vibes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. If I have to roll for Pokemon, that might be a deal breaker.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Like,
Have y'all
how
seen
are they gonna
the
do that?
trailer
Or am I gonna be
for
rolling for
Azure
trainer?
Primelia?
Which one?
Azure Primelia?
No, I've never even heard of it in my life. Honkai
Okay,
was the first ever
it's-
game I played.
So Azure Primelia genuinely is looking like it'll be really good. I'll put it in gaming.
Yeah, do that. You know what they might do if they do a Pokemon game like Hoyle? It might be roll for the trainers.
Oh yeah, it could
Actually,
be
that doesn't
roll
make
for
sense
the trainers.
because why would you roll for trainers when you're the fucking trainer, the main character? I
Well, we
don't know what
haven't-
the fuck they're gonna do.
We haven't seen a main character for the Honkai Pokemon game.
But there's usually a main character. You have to have a main character. You can't just like, what are you gonna walk around as? Like, you're just gonna walk around as Pokemon itself? Like, then people are gonna look at you like, where's your trainer? I'm just gonna capture that ass. And I'm like, well, rip my Pokemon that just got stolen from.
Azure Primelia is one of those games where I'm like, okay, it's from the people who made Azure Lane. There's probably not going to be a single male character that's playable. However, it looks good enough that I will still play it.
Come on, there's gotta be at least. Oh, it's Billy. Oh, you're right. There is not a single penis in this entire trailer. Wait, no, there's one. There's one male.
I think that was like the main character.
Okay, well, it counts.
But no, like, I don't know
There's at least one.
I don't know if you're familiar at all with Azure Lane, but it's very much a waifu gacha. Like, very waifu gacha.
Oh, I'm familiar with Azure Lane.
Okay. So
Never
Azure
played,
Primelia.
but I'm familiar.
Yeah.
Because I get Azure Lane ads all the fucking time while I'm scrolling through my phone news.
So fair.
Also, I get Girls Frontline. It's Azure Lane and Girls Frontline.
It's usually like Azure Lane and fucking Nikkei for me.
Oh, I get the odd ZZZ/Honkai. But since I stopped playing Honkai, I don't get them anymore.
Oh, and something fascinating that's been happening lately, I think it's probably because I've been watching so many like C-dramas and stuff on YouTube. I keep getting Wuwa and HSR commercials, but completely in Mandarin.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna learn today.
Oh Cinema.
The shit, I gotta watch that U1 trailer again. It's so good. Mainly because my queen Miyabi's in it. I love running around with Miyabi because her ears move with everything I do. It's great. It's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, I was glad to see that her ears actually have physics. It drives me nuts when games give the character like animal ears or tail and then they're just stiff as a board because they have no physics whatsoever.
Yeah. Like, it baffles me how good the animations in ZZZ are. Like, they put so much fucking money. Like, when you, for example, I'm just gonna use Miyabi's example again. When you, like, start anything, you can see her eyes, like, darting around, looking around, the little ear twitches when she does things. Like,
yeah.
The details of when she's talking, her ears actually move around and shit. Just shit be wild.
And Charlie and I were talking about Hoyo games earlier because we're both playing Honkai Impact 3rd again. And we're just like, man, I really wish like HSR and whatnot would have some of the like really fucking cool old animations like they've got in Honkai Impact 3rd. And like, I wish they'd stop being scared to kill off characters in any game other than Honkai Impact 3rd.
Wait, they killed off a character in Star Rail.
Who?
Who?
The Fox Girl. Whoops.
Oh, you're probably
The
not
one
caught
that busts
up,
people.
huh?
No, I know.
Oh, she's not actually dead? Fuck! I was so happy that she was dead. I'm like, oh my god, they did that. And then, you know, 2 years later, they're like, actually, she's not dead. I'm like, oh. Wait.
Oh, Cypher?
No.
No.
Oh,
I'm not counting any of the Amphorius characters because I'm expecting some power of friendship nonsense.
But what friendship? We knew her. She was just our tour guide for the ship world. She was essentially just our tour guide.
No, Tingyun is she even got a 5-star
Tingyun,
form.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Are you saying that all those times I got 4 stars mean nothing? Nothing?
Have you not seen her 5-star form?
No, I stopped right after we broke the werewolf broke out of prison. Is where I stopped. I haven't seen anything past that. Well, to be fair, I stopped mid break.
Here, I'm gonna.
I didn't even finish the story.
This is 5-star Tingyun.
Oh, she's the okay. She's evil, right?
Nope.
Is she evil?
I thought
No,
I
she's
thought
not
that's what it
evil?
was gonna be too, but nope, she's not.
Because I know there was the one character that like took her place, right? And pretended to be her.
Yeah,
So I thought
Fantilia.
maybe that was like her real form. Okay, well, shit. I'm still never going back to that game.
There's a shit ton of characters that have been quote-unquote dying in the current arc, but the vibes are very much that they're going to be coming back.
They're gonna do what they did in Trails of the Cold Steel, the second game, where I fucking hate it all the time. No spoilers, but spoilers.
Honestly, what
People
I'm expecting to
die, and then in the
happen...
fourth game, they're like, oh, but they never died. Not at
Yeah.
all!
What I'm honestly expecting to
It was
happen
all
in
real.
HSR is when they finally actually kill off a character is going to be fucking Himeko to give all of us Hawkeye Impact 3rd players further trauma.
That'd be great.
Her
I
death
think Himiko dying would be great.
her death in Hawkeye Impact 3rd is so fucked up.
I thought they were gonna kill off a character in ZZZ, but then I sat there and thought about it, I'm like, but no, she was literally just a paid-for character, they're not gonna kill her as a fake out. I was like, yeah, I was like, holy shit, nah, they're not gonna do it. I was like,
Like, I definitely don't think that characters have to get killed off or die for a story to be good, but it's like Final Fantasy XIV. They keep doing the fake outs and shit, you know? That's what pisses me off.
yeah.
Like, sure, do it maybe once,
It irritated
but...
me because they led to her dying, and I'm like, when she grabbed that vial, like, yeah, no, they're not. They're not. I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Or, you know, before that, the death, you know? The big death in ZZZ, I was like, he's not dead. They're not gonna... Mainly because I'm just sitting there going like, they're running his character. You can't kill it. You can't kill a character when you literally are running their characters. It's just kind of like,
did you
it
repost?
takes away from the story.
Oh, I didn't
What's up?
repost today yet, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
it
there's only
has.
4 parties up.
Huh. I didn't even...
Or 5 parties up.
I was gonna say, like, I was not just trying to, like, you know, try to change anything. I was like, oh, we can't. It's Raider time. Ether.
Well, we can't get on either, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goofies.
I wouldn't have been able to get on Ether.
Yeah, we would have had to decide to do that earlier.
Definitely do it for Saturday, though. We should.
Yeah.
No fucking way someone bought my the jet black dye already. That was quick.
Oh yeah, that shit sells fast here usually.
Mm-hmm.
They were like back then, like maybe before the OC came out, they were like only 100 or like, yeah, like mostly 100K. Now it's like 300. I'm like, what the fuck? 'Cause I guess I guess it's because like ever since now like the chests are literally randomized on anything, it's crazy. The fucking price went up and everything. I might do like a story alt, just so I can have like a different FC, so I can work on submarines too. But to do it like an actual story art, I probably have to. I mean, I probably will story, but I'll probably just buy a story skip from starting at. I want to go through Shadowbringers again. That was beautiful. I can't skip that actually. No. Fucking love that one.
Oh, they really make sure that Yishuan's big ol' titties are in the middle of the fucking splash art on the launcher, huh?
Oh yeah, they do. I'm not saying that's the reason I'm buying her, but that's the reason I'm buying her.
That's both the reasons you're buying her.
There's two reasons.
I wonder if I'm locked out of all the Hoyo games right now or just HSR.
Well, DCZ's for sure down. You can't get in there.
Yeah. I was reading how to fix the error that I'm having, and I need to flush my DNS. Like, gross.
I love the top comment for this video. It's like, no way they put the goats against each other like this. This is heat. And it's just like, first of all, we don't even know if Yujuan is a goat. We've known her for 20 minutes in total of the story. You've seen her fight for 10 seconds of that story, and that's it. And then you're calling her a goat. And you're like, what? That doesn't even make sense. And it's not like there's a manga or anything you can read, so it's like, how is she a goat?
Right.
Like, I don't understand. She's done literally nothing so far. Like Miyabi, when we meet Miyabi, you see her fight immediately. Like, her skills, you're like, okay, yeah, she's strong. Like,
Yeah, I've played the trial Miyabi now, and I'm like, oh, I get it. She's fun.
you get it? You
Yeah.
get it? Because I got a 4 Miyabi, and let me tell you, you can solo. she literally solo.
Yeah, that doesn't
Because
surprise
every
me.
5th hit gives me a shard, like a thing, that you need 6 for the level 3 charge. So every 5th hit gives me one, and the 5th hit's like every 2 seconds.
Nice.
So I can just do that, and then I'm back. Also, the 5th hit blocks all damage coming towards you, if you time it right with their attack. And then you're invincible during your charge. And then when I ult, I get 3 back, and then I do it again, and it's just rinse and repeat. I'm trying to get 6, because at level 6, when you charge, you do all 3 charge attacks as you're charging up.
Oh.
So it gets insane. And I can't wait. I need a Miyabi rerun so bad. I don't even care who the new character is when she's reran. Completely ignored. She'll be rerun later. Or he. The only time I struggle with Miyabi is when they're resistant to ice. Then I'm gonna be like, alright, I'm gonna be here for 5 minutes. Everything I get done with Miyabi is like 20 seconds. My dailies and everything is like 20 to 30 seconds. Just wipe out
Yeah.
everything.
That's me with Hugo right now, the level I'm currently at anyway, is like, oh, I just finished this battle in 21 seconds. What now?
Yeah. My Miyabi's not perfect either. I just put on some basic stuff to get her crit rate close to 80, and then that's about it. I put the obvious placements in, like where you need the guaranteed, like I need ice damage.
Right.
And stuff like that. Other than that, I have not rolled on anything. I have not done anything, and she's so strong.
I have to figure out like who I want to roll for as a second DPS because I'm definitely like, oh, I like Miyabi, but if I do that, then I'm gonna have 2 ice DPS, and I'm like, I should probably get a different element, and I don't want to play Grace.
Do you have Evelyn?
No, I literally have Grace, Hugo, and Lycan, and that's it. As far as strengths go.
Because Grace isn't great.
I'm also trying to decide who I'm going to get from the free 5-star thing for 2.0.
Oh, ooh, okay, who do you got? You got Reyna, you got Soldier 6, whatever her name is.
Soldier 11.
You got Stun Girl. And that's about it, actually. Yeah. Because then you already got Lycan and Grace.
Yeah. And I don't need to pull Lycan's weapon either.
Soldier 11 is a good DPS. Reyna is a good support. You already got Lycan. Lycan's one of the best ones.
Yeah. I pulled him and his weapon in the same 10 pull, and I was like, oh, well, now I don't know what to do for 2.0.
If you're looking for an attack, I'd probably say Soldier 11. If you're looking for a good support for after Astra to put like on a second team, Reyna usually can fit that role. That's about it. I mean, everyone else is kind of mid. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
Everyone else is kind of Soldier 11, Reyna. Everyone else is kind of mid.
Fair.
Like you got Lycan. Those are the 3 strongest characters of the original. Yeah. Like, I use the Hammer Girl. She's not bad as a stunner, but like, she's not great. I just use her because I didn't have Lycan. I did Lycan for my freebie. And then the only one I don't have is Grace. And I doubt I'll pull her anytime soon. But yeah, like if you were gonna do another team, Reyna is a good support. She's a good support if you do like a Miyabi team later too. She slides in with Miyabi and Nagi. She's their best in slot. But I don't know. Those are the only ones I'd recommend. Because Lycan's your stunner, and he's already good at it. Grace is a DPS, but she's the weakest DPS out of all those S ranks.
Yeah, I know. Pride One has her at like tier 3, and I'm like, oh, well.
Yeah. Yeah. I love her design, but damn, is she weak.
I do want Evelyn, but who knows when she's gonna be back.
Yeah, I need Evelyn's weapon. Evelyn's only good if you get her weapon, because her weapon gives you defense ignore.
Yeah, I played the trial version and I was like, oh, she's like fiery, somehow more dommy mommy version of Yinlin.
Yeah.
She's like if
Like I have
Zani and Yinlin had a child that was fire element.
yes. Yeah, I could see that. Like Evelyn's fine, but I have Evelyn without her weapon, and you definitely feel it. You definitely. I'm just not doing the damage because the defense ignore is big.
Uh-huh.
Astra is just good on any team. I'm not even sure what Yijuan's gonna be. They like when I looked at her, it said she was an arbiter. Like she's not an attacker or anything like that. She's an arbiter.
Yeah, she's supposed to be a new damage
New
type.
type.
She's rupture
Yeah.
and currently Pridewind has her listed as ether damage, but I'm wondering if that's just a placeholder. Because it's a different icon.
I don't know because arbiters didn't exist, but they have a team 8 listed as arbiter. So and ether. Regardless, I've just been grabbing some ether. Like shit.
Yeah, I was debating like whether or not I should like pull her because she's a new type or hold off because Hoyo likes to make the first character of a new type kind of weak in their other games. And I'm like, is she gonna get like Giga Power Crept?
Yeah, I don't know. Or she could be like Seal in Honkai. Is it Seal? No, it's what's her name? Acheron.
Oh,
could be like
yeah.
an Acheron. Where to this day nothing's caught up to Acheron in power.
Oh, Acheron's like bad right now, I thought.
Is she? Oh, she finally hit bad.
She's also about to get Giga Power Crept by Finon next patch too.
I know my buddy pulled. He got a 6. He maxed out Acheron. And she was disgusting. Probably the most disgusting thing. I always brought her as my team, like my help. Why hasn't ZZZ done that yet? Where you can borrow from your friends?
I don't know. Like even Genshin has that now apparently.
Yeah, it's such a good idea.
I never understood why like they didn't have that for a bunch of their games because like that's been a thing in Honkai Impact Third for like so long.
Yeah. But
there's a bunch of weird stuff like that though.
Because they could just you could try characters that you aren't running yet, or like haven't, or you're waiting for a rerun and see if you want them or not. Right? Because you can't do the character trial unless you own the character.
Yeah.
Or it's running and you want the free loot. So it gives you an option to try characters and be like, if this ever comes back, yeah, I want to roll. Also, if you're struggling, it allows you to just borrow your friend's character. Like, alright, let me just burn this real. Yeah, well, my other static is stuck on M6S, so I'm not surprised, but anyway. Again, what do you read recruitment posts on the Reddit feed?
There's a Final Fantasy 14 recruitment Reddit. So they keep getting posts from that showing up on their Reddit feed.
Yeah, but like, are just people recruiting for M6?
Also groups stuck on M5.
Oh, hardcore mine's a big. Yeah.
Yeah, like, I just... Ah.
I've been slowly pushing my other static to do better things. Although M5S isn't really, like, they did it blind, so the way they do the first set, where there's like A side, B side in the beginning, like the first mechanic, is they do it east-west instead of north-south. And that was a mind fuck to learn.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Because it's just like, I have to run mid, and then if it's like west, I'm fine. I can just chill after you cross over. But if it's east, then I have to cross over to east and then back west. And it's just like, the amount, I was like, this is movement that doesn't need to exist.
Yes, Talia, there is no climb in the climb. This is correct.
And then for M6S, when they did desert, I just now got them to do center, but they used to do the full north strat. Keep it north. And then tanks and DPS just fuck off, just don't hit people. And I was like, I just now got them to learn how to pull to the mid, because I got so tired of doing everything and then losing a GCD because the damn thing jumps to the mid.
It's just a GCD. It's just...
You, that GCD is everything, man, for ads.
It's just a GCD. I lose GCDs all the time on ads. I just
Yeah, well, you're not a melee. You're not a melee. You're a healer. You can risk losing GCD.
No, it's everything. The numbers, man. The numbers.
Oh. It's DPS. People don't know how to spread DPS very well. When the team's together, they're fine. But we've been party findering, so the damage has been all over the place.
Talia said justice for Mums lost GCDs.
There is no justice for Mom's lost GCDs. They can rot in hell because he doesn't. It's fine.
I need them.
My GCDs matter more.
You get yours for free, compared to me.
What? Oh, you're talking about mana cost?
No, I mean that my GCDs get affected much more in general.
No, they don't. You have off GCDs.
No, they're finite. It has a cost. You run out very quickly.
Yeah, well, my GCD, when it resets because the boss jumps, there's a cost, and that cost is my rotation. Not fun.
Mr. Doombringer simply needs to use Orogeny, says Talia.
I'm a paladin in the other static. I don't have Orogeny. I'm also main tanking, which makes it even worse.
It's really, really hard to use these GCDs then.
What do you mean?
If you're main tanking?
Well, no, because we were doing up north, so it would jump as I'm in the north, and it always jumped in, but like as I was hitting my GCD, you know, it would. Yeah, just circle scoring it. Yeah, just swap it out for circle scoring out for Orogeny, and we're good. We're glorious.
I don't know if my Discord's broken, but for some reason I can't repost the recruitment post in the balance. Oh god, Cam's power just went out.
Oh. Where is Final Fantasy 14? There it is. Alright, let me see. What are we looking for here? Ultimate. Top alt job cleared. See, the biggest turnoff for me, and I saw a lot of these posts, are people doing splits in Final Fantasy 14.
Oh god, splits.
And I'm like, why? Why are we doing splits in Final? I understand WoW. They still suck ass, but I understand WoW. But Final Fantasy 14, you don't need to do splits. Why? Oh yeah, here we go. Currently on odds, wave 4. A non-gunbreaker tank. Oh. 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's rough, bud. Guys, are you all excited for Summer Games Fest starting tomorrow?
Yeah, I want to see what some of the companies are cooking.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get a bunch of stuff tomorrow.
I'm really curious about what Hoyo and Kuro are gonna show off as well.
I'm not sure.
I think there's a chance that we see a preview for 3.0 WUA. For Hoyo, it's kind of up in the air for me. I think there's a couple different things they could show.
I'm curious that, like, I more than that, I'm always more excited for games that I don't see coming. I want to see things of new franchises that I'm just like, ooh, what's that? Like, Expedition 33 did it to me last time, where I was like, that looks interesting. And it was very... I am praying for a Persona 6. I'm not going to get my hopes up. There will be a ZZZ.
I believe.
I'm kind of hoping for a new Tales game, but since Tales of Arise wasn't co-op, I'm also kind of like, I don't want to get my hopes up.
You mean Tales of Exposition?
I haven't even played it because it wasn't co-op.
Oh, it's actually really good. I did like Tales of Arise. The DLC, not worth the price.
Rip.
But the only thing I didn't really like about it was the combat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the story. I like the world. I like the exploration. There was a lot I did like about the game, but the third act had some pacing issues, and by pacing issues I mean they were non-existent. And then the DLC was just not one, not worth the wait, 2, short as fuck, and 3, overpriced. It was not worth the price. But I hope for a new Tales game. Look, anything that's not Star Ocean, I'm happy about. Because anytime they announce a Star Ocean, I get excited. And every time, I'm left with depression. Because it always sucks ass. And Tales is one of the RPG, like, long RPG franchises that is semi-consistent. Not perfect, but at least I'll find enjoyment a little bit. Star Ocean doesn't do that for me, but Tales, at least I'll get a little enjoyment. Maybe we'll get a new Trails game trailer.
My copium that I know isn't going to happen, but I'm gonna huff the copium anyway, is the Legend of Dragoon remake. I know it's not going to happen, but...
That's shot, burned, just thrown into the ocean. The ashes are just thrown into the ocean. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, the fan remake project that's been going on for a couple of years is more likely to finish than there is be an official remaster or remake.
I never beat Legend of Dragoon. I got to the very end of the game, or near the end of the game, and then found out that my favorite character, which is the giant dude, I could have got his Dragoon power by going all the way back to the beginning of the game at a certain point way earlier, like 20 hours earlier. And I've been wondering why I haven't had his Dragoon power for so long. And then I just quit, because I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. That's stupid. I'm done. I've been playing without Dragoon power for like 20 hours. He's the weakest member, but he's my favorite character. I'm just like, fuck you, game. Why'd you do that? It's like, you want his Dragoon power? You got to backtrack an hour and a half.
Yeah, I had a printed out guide that I was following for a large chunk of Legend of Dragoon, because there were a couple RPGs way back then where either I would get stuck on something or something else would happen, and I'd be like, Dad, I found this guide for this game. Can you print it out for me at work? And he'd be like, sure. And he'd come back home with 400 pages of code for me. And I'm like, yay!
Look, he ain't paying for that paper. Work's paying for that paper. So. Yeah, he's like, I don't care. It's not on my dime.
Yup. Yeah, Tales of Symphonia is one of the other games that we did that for. Is the fucking Dark Temple or whatever the fuck in Tales of Symphonia.
The maze? Yeah. I forget. Oh no, it was Star Ocean. Once again, a Star Oceaning ruining my childhood. It was Star Ocean,
I never played Star Ocean.
Where the end of the game is like the Dark Temple. It's just a maze.
Ooh.
And I got stuck on it for hours, where I couldn't even find the save point, so I had to leave it running while I went to school. Leave my Xbox running.
Oh, you know another copium huffing game one I have is fucking remaster or remake for Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
I never actually played the XD. I didn't play those games.
It's one of those games where it has a really good soundtrack for no fucking reason.
Yeah. So the Pokemon trading card game for the Game Boy Color.
Yeah,
it just has a phenomenal soundtrack for no fucking reason. It has the best soundtrack in any Pokemon game for no reason.
Yeah, Nima, I agree. Gale of Darkness was ahead of its time. I never got to finish Gale of Darkness because it's one of those cases where I rented the disc from the local Video King, and after a certain point on the disc, the game just didn't run. That happened to me so many times with renting games from Video King. Is
yeah, because it's scratched.
Yeah.
Scratched the hell out of it.
I fucking loved the fucking Pokeball afro that one guy had, though. It was so funny.
Yeah, just Blockbuster. You just gave me Blockbuster PTSD of renting games, and they're just scratched to shit. They don't run.
It happened
just
with so many games.
I had to walk back to Blockbuster. It was like, come on, man.
Oh, see, I wasn't in walking distance. It was a 30-minute drive to Video King or Blockbuster. And they were actually in two separate towns.
Oh yeah, I lived 5 minutes from a Blockbuster, so I used to when they added you can pay for like a subscription
Mm-hmm.
where you could rent one game at a time or one movie,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just like, I think it was like $20, so I was just like, deal.
Oh yeah, there was a Soul
I could
Calibur
get
game.
like 15 games a month, you know, for like $20.
There was a Soul Calibur game where I had the scratch disc issue when I rented it too, where like I was doing the campaign and then chapter 2 onwards just couldn't do. It just straight up did not work.
I had that experience with Call of Duty games I rented, and it always bugged the hell out of me because like, I need to know what happened in the war. What happened? What happened to the Russians? But what's another game? I really want FF9 Remake to show up. I think that'd be sick.
That's like the one thing from the Nvidia leaks that still hasn't been shown, I think, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't look at leaks because it spoils my fun. It's like E3, man. Like, I didn't look at it or anything like that because I'm like, I want to be surprised, you know?
Now, let me find the picture. My freaking Lorelines crew was talking about it because of the tactics announcement. And it's like 9 is the only thing on the list that we don't. Yeah. Oh yeah, 9 and something related to Tomb Raider.
I don't think we'll get anything on Tomb Raider. That's an Eidos project, and Eidos got sold by Square. Actually, I don't even know what Eidos is working on right now. Sure as shit ain't Deus Ex because they love to kick me in the balls repeatedly and stomp on my hopes and dreams that we're never gonna get another Deus Ex. Nah, they're not gonna do Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger's that game that when Square is failing as a company, they'll pull out Chrono Trigger. It's their Hail Mary game.
Yeah, true.
For a long time, that was Final Fantasy VII Remake, you know? Like, when they're in desperate need of money, they'll pull out Final Fantasy VII.
Another thing I'm kind of on copium for is them coming out with single-player or offline version of 11, where you can actually play the fucking story.
Wait, what game?
Final Fantasy 11. Because, like, they had that mobile game contract with Nexon that has since been canceled, so there's no Final Fantasy 11 mobile game coming anymore as far as we know. But
Good. Nexon sucked.
Yeah, Nexon sucks, so it's not really a giga loss there. But there's a lot of, like, really odd rumors going around with, like, stuff regarding 11. I know that there's apparently some technical reason that they're not able to combine the subs for 14 and 11, but there's like so many things they could do with 11, and they've stated that they don't want to ever like EOS 11 because it's a mainline Final Fantasy. So if they don't want to ever EOS, they need to find out a way to like make it a single player game or like revitalize the fucking online game.
Yeah. I don't think either is gonna happen, I'm gonna be honest.
It's weird because there are like actually quite a few people playing 11, but like,
I mean, they just released new content for it.
oh yeah, it's always releasing new shit.
But you know what we're guaranteed gonna get? We're gonna get Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, right? That's
Probably.
the guaranteed. And it's gonna be all in Disneyland. No Final Fantasy characters ever again because I don't know why. And
Man.
yeah, it's gonna be great.
I want a modern day Kingdom Hearts Sephiroth fight so bad.
Yeah, I mean, don't we all? Like, I got so excited when they found the super boss in Kingdom Hearts 3, and then it was just some random jobber. It wasn't even like Sephiroth or anything. And I was like, what the hell is this shit? This is boring.
Oh, there's another game that I'm looking
Yes.
forward to that could have something. I need to find the
That'd be
name
awesome.
of it again. It was a game that was started by like one guy, but he was picked up by some Chinese companies because this game was fucking ridiculous. Let me see if I can find it.
I'm pretty sure I probably heard of it. Yeah, we're gonna get Kingdom Hearts trailers for 4 more years.
Yes,
the game's gonna go
Krasiki,
into
Lost Soul
development hell.
aside.
Oh, is it Lost Soul? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had seen like all of the solo shit the guy had worked on like years ago, and I was like, okay, see you again in 10 years maybe when this becomes a real game. And then I realized a couple months ago that there was actually new shit out about the game, and I was like, what?
We're definitely gonna get more Pal World stuff. That's probably
Oh,
a
yeah?
guarantee. I'm trying to think of like what might actually be there.
Also, I like how
I don't
Krasiki
know.
knew what I was talking about from the description.
I mean, how many one dev games have they shown, you know?
Oh, there's quite a few, but Lost Soul aside is pretty specifically like someone who was
Chinese one dev?
disappointed in like Final Fantasy 15 and was like, I can do this.
Okay, in Final Fantasy 15's defense, yes, the original game sucked ass, but Royal actually is really good.
So my understanding is it wasn't even like that disappointment. It was the disappointment of like the complete change from it being Final Fantasy versus 13 to what it became. To like the original
Versus
concept.
13, I hate this. I hate this argument so much. Versus 13 was literally just a fucking vertical slice of nothing. It wasn't even really a game. It was a fucking demo.
It never came out.
No, that's what I mean. It was literally just a vertical slice. It was just a tech demo. And that's it. It was literally just a tech demo. They've done this for so long.
There was apparently a bunch of leaks of like the original plot and stuff in the past like year or so for what versus 13 was supposed to be, but I haven't read them.
Yeah. And 50 wasn't even that bad. Everybody just shits on it because, well, they just like to shit on things.
My biggest problem with 15 while I was playing it, I still need to finish it, but my biggest problem with it was like the fact I couldn't like dodge cancel or anything out of attacks. So I'm one of those people who likes to like...
Noctis did play like Noctis in Tekken 8. I don't like him. Or sorry, Tekken 7, not... No, I do agree. You can't really dodge cancel. But like, Royal fixed a lot of the problems 15 had, and it completed it completed the story. The DLC really enhances the story, like the Ignis DLC and the Prompto DLC. They really enhanced everything, and I actually, now that I think about it, I didn't play, what's his name? Is his name Arden? Is his name actually Arden, the villain?
Yes, different spelling than me though.
YN, it's YN.
Yeah.
I didn't play that DLC, but I heard it was really good. It's the one I've never played. But like Royal, what they added to the game, the fact that you can play the other party members as the other party members is really awesome. You can swap between them in combat. Like Royal is a legitimately good game. Like I don't care what people say. And I was one of the people that bought that shit day one, you know, like the original Final Fantasy 15. And I loved that game up until a point. I do understand the criticism because it ran into that Street Fighter V problem where it's just like they literally released an unfinished product.
Mm-hmm.
And then they obviously fixed it later, but it took them a long time to fix it. And it's just like, you only get one shot when you release a game. You can release a complete edition like Royal and fix everything, but the damage has already been done by that point. So I understand why people don't like 15, but I still stand by having played Royal. It's a really good game. Adds a lot. I enjoy the hell out of it. Man, you know what? You know, I'll just say it. 15's like my favorite game because you can fish, and the fishing in that game is incredibly.
Yeah, I did a little bit of the fishing.
Oh.
Speaking of fishing, I hope that the new area in Wuwa gets a fishing event. Because I really liked the fishing event that we had in 2.1? I think it was 2.1.
Mm-hmm. I deleted Woo Up. I'm done with Woo Up.
Fair.
I have no drive to play that game.
I'm super hyped for the patch, and I have fear for the fact that there's 2 story acts in it, apparently.
2?
Yeah.
Like they're releasing 2 at once, or is it only
Yeah.
2 total? Oh. Weird that they're doing that, but okay.
So they're doing this thing where their aim is every 6 months they are releasing an area like the size of, like, you know, Raguna or Jinzhou. And so 2.4 is Septimont. So it's getting like
I have a feeling they're
huge
not going to be able to
amount of
keep that up.
I'm worried for the devs, but like, are they
Because
okay?
that is a lot of work for every 6 months.
Yeah, I saw the leak for the map, and the map is like actually bigger than Raguna. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Raguna's 2.0.
I'm talking about what goes into a zone, because you gotta have the side quests, you gotta have the exploration quests, you gotta have the treasure chest placements, you gotta have all those little mini events, like the battle events, the time trials,
Yeah.
the flying events. Like, there's just so much that goes into this that I'm like, 6 months? Really?
Yeah, and after this, they should be ramping up for their 3.0 stuff.
Well, look, the parties went up. We now have 21 parties.
That's true. The parties did go up. There were a whole 3 M4S parties earlier. Oh wow, there's 4 now.
I would give.
Kind of.
I'll give it another hour before calling it, because people normally raid at 8, like 7, 8.
Honestly, too, because like most of the raiders are stuck. Like most of the PF people are stuck on M6.
Yeah.
It's just crazy each time I see it.
Yeah.
You have like the PF people who are like, oh, I want to phase. But then there's all trap parties in there.
Yup.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll see a new God of War at Summer Games Fest.
I wonder if we'll see any more stuff about Chrono Odyssey.
They do throw some wild shit out there. Because we also have the... What is that? The 8th? Is that Sunday? Yeah, because you still have the Xbox Showcase Sunday too.
Mm-hmm.
So there will be a lot of things that will be announced at the
Sorry.
Xbox show. Dude, come on.
Yeah.
uh,
I was just drinking a Pepsi. That's it. The Pepsi was good.
Oh, that is good. The Xbox Showcase will have a bunch of stuff. So.
Yeah, and I don't expect to see anything about Guild Wars 3 for probably another 5 or 6 years at least. We know it's happening, but like...
If it's an MMO, you're not going to see that for like another 5 or 6 years.
Yeah,
right.
because like we heard about it like officially like last year, I think, that it's going to happen. But it's going to happen implies to me that development hadn't actually started yet.
I'm just saying, if Guild Wars really wants to bring in a whole new audience and bring in more people, they should really think of controller support.
Yeah, I have a Steam setup for playing Guild Wars 2 on controller because...
Not great, though.
Yeah, I literally just can't play games on mouse and keyboard, though, because of my hands. So, like, I have it workable, but I would really like official support.
Yeah, like, my buddy kept trying to get me into Guild Wars 2. I'm like, is that controller port? He's like, no, but there's a mod that you could do with Steam, and then you can get controller support. I'm like, is it good? I'm looking at the reviews. They're like, it's not great. Everyone keeps saying it's not great, but it's functional.
It really depends on which one you get. There's like one person that made like a really good controller setup, and then there's like 50,000 that are shit. And there's a chance that the good one doesn't even show up when you search for it. Unless you rename Guild Wars 2 to its actual Steam ID in your library, it's really fucking cursed. Because I had that happen to me. I couldn't get it. It did not show up whatsoever. And then we found the solution of like, oh yeah, rename it in your library to this string of numbers because that's its internal Steam database ID and that'll make the correct thing show up. And I was like, that sounds fake.
Yeah, I think that's the one I did, and then I played for a bit, and I don't know. I want actual controller support. I don't want like Steam controller where I have to go out of my way for someone else to work on it. It's like, eh.
Yeah, because the problem is too is because there's no official support. The moment you go into your menus, you need to use your mouse and keyboard. So.
Yep. That's why I stopped playing. I did a little bit in the tutorial area to get a feel for it, and I was like, nah, this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it's a shame, too, because it is genuinely a really good game. It's one of the MMOs that I keep going back to, but...
Boring in the beginning, but when it opens up, it's great.
Yeah.
I genuinely always wanted to give Guild Wars 2 a shot. I've tried multiple times, and I just... One, I just didn't have people to play with, and two, something else always came out.
Yeah. I am looking forward to games like Chrono Odyssey and Aeon 2. Aeon 2 just because of the nostalgia factor. I just want to see what they're doing with it. But Chrono Odyssey looks like Monster Hunter / Elden Ring combat versus Eldritch Horror time travel stuff, which is cool.
Yeah. Why do I know this game?
But it also looks like you need a NVIDIA GTX 9090 to run it.
Yeah. Oh my god. I love those, like, Steam's like, enter a valid birthday. I'm like, okay, I was born in 1943. You're like, okay, that's valid. Dog, I would be dead.
Dusk while asleep.
It's just like I was born in 1943 at a Chinese game, dude. Like on Steam, and like, yeah, I don't think that's. Oh god, age verification. Oh, maybe I have seen Lost Odyssey or Chrono Odyssey, not Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey is an entirely different game.